you very much, everyone, for joining me on my latest podcast. If you're new to my channel, I do podcast daily Liverpool videos and a bit of everything, pre-match, post-match, and podcast in general as well. And if you want to ever get on one of my podcasts, send me an email or whatever. I'll try and get you on a podcast. I love doing my podcasts. Hopefully you enjoy it. And yeah, I've literally going to be talking about on this latest episode, I'm going to be talking Virgil van Dijk, Lemar, Philippe Coutinho, and Mamadou Sakho. So, right, let's literally talk about the big news that obviously dominated, literally touch on just before we start the show. Naby Keita, as you've seen from the other video, Liverpool have got their man. Obviously, signing him in 2018, the 1st of July. He will become a Liverpool player. I'm absolutely amazing. I'm buzzing that we've actually got him. All yous that are listening to the podcast now as well, fans in general, we've got a player on our hands when we've signed him. Jurgen Klopp and the lads have done an absolute fantastic job to persuade him. Obviously, Barcelona, if you didn't know, literally tried to be cheeky and tried to come in for Naby Keita at the last minute yesterday, but RB Leipzig turned around basically and said no, he's already had his medical and he's agreed to obviously join Liverpool in 2018, and yeah, unlucky. So yeah, unlucky Barca trying to nick him. But yeah, like, let me know your thoughts on Naby Keita. Get involved and all. Obviously, I'm buzzing. You see the quality of the lad. He's coming in next summer, and I think literally leading into the Phil Coutinho stuff now, it makes sense for Liverpool to sell Philippe Coutinho next summer, especially when we're getting Naby Keita in. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, we might be getting bids coming for Philippe Coutinho. Something might completely change after I release this podcast, everyone. So if you're watching it in the future and Phil's gone prior to the next 2 days in the transfer window, don't comment. Well, you can comment, but like, obviously it's 8:30 when I'm doing this podcast on the 29th of August. So literally, it's transfer windows. Transfers can move very quick. So yeah, literally leading on to Phil Coutinho news today, the Brazilian doctors and the national team come out and stated Philippe Coutinho's back injury was caused due to stress. Yeah, make of that what you want. Like, go ahead, Phil. It can't be that stressful getting in 150 grand a week, mate. But like, literally, there's a lot of us, and don't know where you stand. Let me know your thoughts on Phil Coutinho. It's a tricky situation. Obviously, for me, as I think we'll sell him next summer, as we just said then, in relation to the Naby Keita coming in as well next summer in the 1st of July. It wouldn't make sense if we sold him now, and then with a midfielder light, obviously. So, Phil Coutinho, like, he's fit, so given the international break, when that's over, Phil Coutinho will be fit, but we don't know. Something major could have happened behind the doors of, obviously, Anfield, but I want to know your thoughts. What would you do if you were in charge of Liverpool Football Club? Obviously, we don't know. Obviously, we're not in the inside of Liverpool. Could have been literally a big, massive blowout and a heated debate with obviously him and Jurgen Klopp, or something could have happened behind closed doors in relation to players' arguments or whatever. But for me, Liverpool need to keep their prize assets at the club, even if it's for one more year. Philippe Coutinho, we've seen his quality, and especially the players that we're getting in with Lemar potentially and Virgil van Dijk potentially as well, and Naby Keita the year after. Who's not to say that Phil might change his mind? We never know. But yeah, that was the news coming out of Phil Coutinho from the Brazilian camp today. His back injury was due to stress. Go ahead, Phil, lad. But yeah, like, literally moving on to the Mamadou Sakho news, literally. As it stands on the 29th at 8:30, Liverpool have rejected I think it was the second or third offer from Crystal Palace of 25 million. Liverpool are still adamant in their stance. Sakho is not leaving Liverpool Football Club for anything less than £30 million. It's a bit surprising, Crystal Palace, the form in which they've started the season off. You'd think they'd just literally throw 30 million at Sakho and get the deal done. But as it stands, I think it was the first and the second, the last offer Liverpool just rejected. It was 22 million plus 3 million on add-ons, which is absolutely mad. Crystal Palace, you're telling me they haven't got 30 million. I think you're lying there. Steve Parish, if you're Steve Parish, you just like, and you're the fans, I'm pretty sure Crystal Palace fans want that deal done. But all the best, wherever Sakho ends up in the next 2 days, it's very much looking like he is going to Palace, and he prefers a move to Palace, obviously a London-based club. That makes sense. But let me know your thoughts on the Sakho debate. It'd be a shame to lose him. He's a player of real quality, but obviously what's happened behind closed doors with him and Jurgen Klopp, we all don't know as fans. Something, as we mentioned just with Phil, we as fans are put in a position where we don't really know everything, and that we obviously Jurgen, we all trust Jurgen, and he's doing what's best for the football club and for his team. And if that means leaving Mamadou Sakho out the club, and he exiled him last summer, so obviously something has majorly happened. But all the best, Mama, wherever you end up. If you get 30 million, obviously that 30 million will get invested into the transfer of the big Dutchman I'll talk about in a very close second. But yeah, all the best, Sakho, and I'm pretty sure you do amazing at Crystal Palace or wherever you end up. But it's looking like Crystal Palace will come back in with a offer of £30 million, with maybe like 27 million pounds plus the add-ons. I think that's what Liverpool will probably accept around there. But let me know your thoughts on that. Literally going into obviously the Lemar deal. I'll talk about the Van Dijk news very soon, but I'm buzzing. It was a player, Lemar. It come out of the blue one. It was a transfer. Obviously, we seen with Sadio Mane when we signed him. Lemar has not really much been linked with Liverpool Football Club this summer. It's just basically come out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure Liverpool and the lads in the scouting department have been tracking Lemar for a majority of the summer. But us as fans, and for me, I haven't really covered them on the channel. When I've done my transfer news, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there. Lemar has come as a surprise, but the latest, as you might have seen on my last video, Lemar, I broke the news. It was 55 million Liverpool had submitted, but that had been rejected, and a second offer, it was 64.5 million. This Liverpool's second bid has been rejected, and as it stands at this moment in time when I'm recording, Liverpool have tabled a 75 million plus Divock Origi offer. I don't know if it's Origi on loan. It's looking like Divock Origi on loan, but Monaco, as I've been reading on very reliable journalists, obviously from the Independent and Jonathan Cross and a variety of very well respected journalists, very much saying Monaco are very much interested in the player, which is obviously Origi involved in the deal. But let me know your thoughts on Lemar. It will allow Liverpool very much. It's adding squad depth to this obviously already attacking threat and attacking Liverpool side. There's so many times in this season when Sadio Mane and Salah get injured, touch wood they don't, but we can't kid ourselves. Those two can't play 2 games every week for up until May. It's absolutely madness. So squad depth, regardless of the fee, Lemar got 12 goals, 14 assists for a Monaco winning title team. So, and he's only 21 years old, and if he's got the potential that Jurgen Klopp sees in him, and Michael Edwards of the obviously scouting department, it's very, very, very exciting. It's come out of the woodwork, literally, as I've just said, started off this. But I want to know your thoughts. Where can you see him playing? Apparently he can play along the forward line, but he's also an attacking mid. He's left-footed as well, so he's a left-sided left winger who likes to attack from the left. He likes to take, very much from what I've seen on the Al classic YouTube highlights, he very much likes to take his man on the outside, and I think I've seen on Sky, he's made more successful dribbles. Oh, that might be the notification on someone. That he's made more successful dribbles than Sadio Mane and obviously Salah than when he got the stats up, which is absolutely fantastic. So let me know your thoughts. So basically squad depth is key, and it's going to be key for the next summer. And bringing in a player of that quality and that young age, it's absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see the lad play. And apparently he's meant to be a set-piece specialist, which, if that is the case, with Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's been practicing the set pieces, but we haven't had a dead ball specialist since back, obviously, Xabi Alonso and Gerrard that could take proper deliveries into the box. That's one thing that we're missing. If we can get a cracking set piece delivery, that'll bring, obviously, our set piece taken with Virgil van Dijk and Matip and players of that ilk that can head the ball on set pieces. It add real threat on top of obviously our attacking threat up front, but set piece and aerial battles, Lemar would very much complement what Liverpool have got. So yeah, literally Liverpool at this current stage in time have offered a third bid of 75 plus Divock Origi, but that 25 million. I think, as I'm reading, it's got add-ons of obviously +8 million pounds, obviously on performance based. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it gets agreed tomorrow. It'd be very, very exciting. I think tomorrow and obviously transfer deadline day will be very, very huge, big days for the football club. So yeah, that's currently the standings on Lemar. If you got any comments or whatever, leave them in the comment section. Where do you see him playing? Are you excited to see them play? If you've seen Lemar play, let me know and let all the other fans know. I want to know your opinions on the lad. But literally going on to obviously the concluding final big deal, hopefully, and the potential of Liverpool signing the world's most expensive central centre-back in Virgil van Dijk. It's looking that way, innit? Obviously, Liverpool have been trying to get the Dutchman for the majority of this season. Obviously, I've covered it on my channel. I think get a lot of every single YouTuber that loves Liverpool Football Club, and all fans, this is the man we want. This is the centre-back we've been wanting all summer. Out of all the targets, Naby Keita, Virgil van Dijk and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain or Lemar, this is, for me, Virgil van Dijk is the key priority, and he's Jurgen Klopp's priority target that he's going to get through the door. So I'm buzzing and I cannot wait. Obviously, as it stands, there's been no official bid, but literally, as us as fans and Liverpool, and if you're not on Twitter, just go on Twitter. Literally, all the amazing Liverpool family have been tracking him down. They've all been working like the FBI to see. They've been comparing regs and flight numbers. It's absolutely amazing. I love our fans. They've absolutely done amazing work. I don't know if it... Imagine the scenes if it was a decoy van, and literally it was identical van, but a decoy van, and Liverpool snuck around the back, all players. Imagine if it's like a cheeky 2-deal, Lemar and Virgil van Dijk in the same vehicle or whatever, but never know. It might just be more than one. But everyone, word's going around and everything, it was Virgil van Dijk on that chartered plane to, obviously, from, I think it was from Bournemouth to Liverpool, and people have looked at the flight registration number and literally gone into so much detail. But I love Liverpool fans and I love every single one of you. That's absolutely commitment. But if you haven't checked it, just go on Twitter tonight after you've read this, listened to this podcast. It's absolutely fantastic. But for me, Virgil van Dijk will show the intent of what Jurgen Klopp is going to be building at this football club. It's going to be a huge intent. Obviously, we need Virgil van Dijk. He shows leadership qualities, as we've seen from Southampton, his time at Celtic as well. This is a defender we've needed for the last couple of years. Obviously, since goes way back, we haven't had a defender that has got leadership qualities since obviously Jamie Carragher and the likes of Sami Hyypiä and a couple of them go years back. But he will give organisation to the Liverpool Football Club regardless of the transfer fee. City bought John Stones for 50 million. If you're talking about 20-30 million pound more just to get Virgil van Dijk, we've seen his quality. And if you're adding that alongside Joel Matip, that is looking very, very exciting, and I'm buzzing. So let me know your thoughts on Virgil van Dijk. It's looking like it'll be very much announced tomorrow. Don't hold me to this, but it's looking like it'll be very much announced tomorrow. If not tomorrow, obviously transfer deadline day. But what would we love that? We'd love that, innit? A double announcement on Lemar. Obviously, literally to go back on that Lemar news, apparently rumours are that Liverpool's delegates of obviously the medical staff have gone over to France. Obviously, the French team is still obviously on international duties, but Didier Deschamps, I think it was like 2 days ago, I mentioned in my last video, he's given permission for all the players that are going to be doing transfers. He said get them sorted in the next 2 days. Obviously, after and as soon as that transfer deadline day is shut, they don't focus on transfers. So he's given permission, not officially, but it's looking like he's given permission for Liverpool's medical staff to fly over to France and get Lemar's medical sorted, which is absolutely fantastic. But Virgil van Dijk, number 4, it's looking like he'll get the number 4 shirt. That's vacant at the minute, but I can't wait. Let me know your thoughts on getting the big Dutchman. I'm buzzing. He is going to vastly improve our Liverpool's defence. As of Lemar, as of obviously Naby when he comes in next summer, I cannot wait. It's about time Liverpool showed some intent in the market. Liverpool potentially could be spending £140 million in the next 48 hours on transfer targets. Yeah, lads and ladies, as Liverpool fans, this is what we've wanted. We've needed to splash the cash on talent in the European game. When was the last time we just smashed? I think we're going to smash our transfer deadline deals twice in one day when we get these deals done. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Obviously, Mohamed Salah come through the door, what a signing. And if we get Virgil van Dijk and Lemar and potentially someone else, I love Oxlade-Chamberlain. If we could nab him off Chelsea's, underneath their noses, I'd love nothing more. On top of obviously keeping Phil Coutinho, what a window that would be for all of us as Liverpool fans and for Jurgen Klopp. If we can get these deals sorted, Liverpool will be in a very, very, very amazing position coming into the title race. With Virgil van Dijk and these players, we will be entering the title race. There's no ifs, buts and maybes. We've seen our attacking threat. Our defence has been the thing that's let us down every single year, but with the Virgil van Dijk and adding his quality, one player will not improve this defence. I will literally listen to that, but it's what he offers all around, Virgil van Dijk. And as soon as he gets slotted into that defence, well, you'll be able to see, and there'll be teams around the Premier League that'll look at Liverpool and going, uh-oh, they've literally just got Virgil van Dijk. But I hopefully, touch wood, we get Virgil van Dijk tomorrow, and Lemar, and Naby Keita is someone after, what a player. And we keep Phil for one more season, add him to the already quality players at the football club. It's a very, very, very exciting time. But let me know if you like this video. It'd be appreciated if you like it, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe. And if you like podcasts in general, I do every podcast. Apologies that I didn't do one yesterday. They're my usually days, but obviously there's been so much news that I didn't want to obviously do one, but I wanted to get a lot more information in today, what happened today. But yeah, nice one everyone, up to heads, and I'll speak to you very soon. Get involved in the comment section everyone, up to heads, and you'll never walk alone.